Hello Darts Nuts. I'm going to do a review of a set of the Peter Wright Snakebite 8 23-gram darts. As you can see, it comes in a Red Dragon packaging, and it's supplied with a tri-fold wallet, which is pretty handy, and you've got a set of Peter Wright Snakebite standard shape flights and some Team Red Dragon flights and some Red Dragon medium nylon stems, and you've got your Red Dragon guarantee card, and obviously you've got your barrels and a point protector and these quite fancy neon nylon shafts with stem rings and fancy graphic on the barrel, on the stem. This is a straight barrel dart, so he's got quite a few different styles, Peter Wright. Gone from like bullet shapes and sleek shapes to straight barrels, and it's got these neon colours on the rings. It's pink, dark green and yellow. So they're a 90% tungsten dart, and they retail for £26.90 from Red Dragon Darts, and you get a fair bit for your money with all this. So we'll have a close look at the barrels now. Right, here's the close look at the darts. It's got quite a short black coated point, and like I said before, it's a straight barrel dart with a slight taper to the front of the barrel, and the barrel is made up of this ring style grip, which is quite grippy. It's got quite edgy rings, so you can feel the edges of them. It's probably maybe a high medium level, and then the very rear of the barrel has a few grooves with these neon colours, pink, green and yellow, and on the rear section it's smooth with the Snakebite logo. And then you've got these kind of yellow neon medium shafts and your Snakebite standard shape flights. It's kind of like a holographic kind of a effect. I don't know if it shows up on the camera. Should be a dart that suits most grips, but obviously on that very rear section it's smooth, so it depends where you grip it, but I'm a front gripper and I'll probably be gripping it around there. So I'll just let you have a look at the dart, then I'll put the detailed picture up. Okay, here's the detailed picture. Right, here's the detailed look at the darts. It's got a 25mm black coated point. There's a slight taper to the front of the barrel, and it's about 3.9mm wide before it goes into the bulk of the barrel, which is made up of this kind of classic style ring grip, and that's about 38.5mm right up to the coloured band. So you've got your pink, your green and your yellow, and then at the rear of the barrel it's a smooth section of about 7.6mm with the snake logo, and then it tapers very slightly towards the shaft, which is about 1mm, and the overall length is 51mm and the width is 6.3mm. Alright, I'll just do some measurements on the barrel. The barrel length is 51.06. Let's call it 51. It's a bit longer than I thought. It doesn't look that long, probably because of the tapered nose. It looks as if it's the same width all the way through, apart from the nose and the very rear. So that says 6.29, so it's probably around 6.3. So it just depends on where you catch the edges of the rings. So I'd probably say it's 6.3 the width. Yeah, it's pretty much the same width all the way through, and even on that rear section it only tapers very slightly towards the shaft, and the nose of the barrel, it's about 4.6 on the very front of the barrel. I'll just weigh the barrels now, see how they compare. That's 22.85, and that's 22.83, and that's 22.84, and the weight of the full setup is 24.51. I'll see if I can find the balance point. It's probably just around the middle. It's pretty even weighted dart, I think. Just there, just slightly front of centre. And with the supplied setup, it's probably just about there, so it's pretty much bang in the centre. Right, that's the close look at the Peter Wright Snakebite 8 darts. It's a classic straight barrel dart, so it should suit most people's style of grip. It's got a decent amount of grip to it as well, so I'd say the rings are probably a little bit grippier than what some standard ring grips are. Just feels a little bit edgier, but it's probably still only maybe a high medium. So let's give them a throw and see how they go. I'm holding the dart not exactly on the front, kind of a little bit up. It feels a little bit better balanced there, just maybe in front of the centre, and it doesn't feel too awkward. I mean, some darts I tend to grip right on the nose of the barrel, but it's probably because it's a little bit tapered there, and it feels a little bit better just there. Grip wise, it's not too bad. It's only probably a medium, but the edges are fairly edgy, and the grooves are, so it's probably say moderately deep, but it feels fine there from there. But I think if you're a centre gripper, you'll probably find it just a little bit better balanced. Not really sure about rear grippers, but I'll have a throw a bit later from the middle and from the rear just to see how it feels. I'll just have a throw from the middle and then I'll have a throw from the rear section. Throwing it from the middle is not too far away from where I was already throwing it. It's only moved a couple of millimetres or so, maybe 4 millimetres if that. But just far enough up the barrel to feel a little bit more strange for me there, but it does feel a little bit better balanced there. Let's see how it goes. That first one seemed to be very nicely balanced through the air. I lost the release a little bit on the second and third there. I think it's definitely more stable through the air holding it in the centre. It just feels that little bit extra awkward for me though, with it not being my natural grip. It's a little bit better, but it just feels a little bit too strange for me. I was just probably more comfortable holding it there, but just for the sake of experimenting, I'm just going to have a throw from the coloured rings and see how that feels. That just feels too weird. One more throw from there. I can't get the hang of it throwing it from there at all. I mean, if you're a natural rear gripper you'd probably be fine, but I think in the centre, if you're a centre gripper, it should suit you as well. But for me, being a front gripper, it was just in front of the centre where it's better balanced. I'll just have a throw from the very nose just to see, but I can tell just by gripping it, it doesn't feel quite right holding it there. I think it's because of the taper, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, I can't quite get the release right from that nose, so I'll just go back to that more comfortable grip now. That's definitely the better grip for me, and the dart flies quite nicely, but I think it was a little bit better through the air, more towards the middle, with my grip around there, just getting a very slight amount of fishtail, and not a lot though. Alright, that's the Red Dragon Peter Snakebite 8. It's a classic straight barrel dart. I think it's a barrel that should work for most grips, and it's probably got a good level of grip for most people, because the edges of these rings are quite edgy, but after a while they probably will wear down. But I think these sort of darts make a good all-rounder with the classic straight ring grip, and pretty good for beginners generally. But it's quite a nicely balanced dart from the centre, or just in front of the centre where I was gripping it. It seemed to be flying quite well from there for me. So that's the end of the review. Thanks for watching.